Okay, and we're underway officially. Well, once again, welcome to our Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation Zoom call. So happy to have all of you here. I'm going to turn the call over to my distinguished colleague and good friend, Coach Sandra. She's going to be starting off our call tonight.
All right. Thank you so much, Eric. Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's Zoom call. We are super excited that you're here with us tonight. You could be anywhere else. It's a Friday night at 8 o'clock, and you chose to be here with us. And so, thank you. You're here either because somebody invited you to come to this call because they thought that maybe this would be something you'd be interested in. Maybe this is a sign for you. And so be here and just be open to what we have to share with you tonight. I'm going to be facilitating this presentation along with my business partners, Eric and Madai and Melinda. And so, welcome. And just a few housekeeping things. Just be sure to keep yourself on mute, and that way we can minimize any background noise. But please feel free at any time throughout the presentation. If you have a question or something comes up, go ahead and put it in the chat. We will have some time at the end for Q&A, but we also strongly suggest that if you have any specific questions, that you get back with the person who invited you here this evening. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So, my name is Coach Sandra Cotto, as Eric mentioned. I am a plant-based lifestyle and mindset coach for over 9 years now, helping women in their 40s, 50s, and beyond to look and feel confident in their skin at this stage in their life. And I've been with Purium now for a year and almost going on 2 years now, and it's been really an incredible journey, both on the health and the financial level. And so today we're going to be talking to you about the whole food life transformation that Purium offers, health and wealth. And you'll learn a little bit about Purium, a company of over 20 years, who the founders are, and why it's the best nutrition solution for the health problem in our country today. So you'll hear firsthand from some of our fellow Purium brand partners whose lives have been completely transformed by this business, and more important, to learn how easy it is to start your own transformation for your health and for your financial freedom. All right. So, we all know someone who has or maybe has had cancer or diabetes, heart disease, and many other lifestyle diseases. So now more than ever, there's an awareness of the big problem today with the state of the food in this country. Our bodies are constantly being bombarded with toxins, and one source of those toxins are ultra processed, what we call Franken foods. I don't know if you've heard that term before. But why are people eating these foods? Well, because of busy lifestyles, enabling some of these poor food choices, which in turn result in a lack of sleep, low energy, brain fog, digestive issues, and even worse. So these foods and even many supplements are laden with chemicals, sugar, inflammatory oils, artificial dyes, artificial sweeteners, pesticides, and glyphosate are all linked to lifestyle diseases. And some of those are diabetes, leaky gut, cardiovascular disease, and unfortunately, even cancer. So, glyphosate is the toxic chemical in Roundup weed killer, and it's found in many of these foods and even in foods that some might even consider to be healthy. Glyphosate is a mineral descaler. It's patented as an antibiotic, and it's insidious and virtually impossible to avoid. It's everywhere. It's toxic and it's disruptive to the gut microbiome, and it's been linked to leaky gut, autoimmune disease, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and many other cancers. It's what we call the silent killer because we don't really even know it's in our gut. It's just how our gut is feeling. So, why is it important to have a healthy gut microbiome? Well, because 70% of our immune system is in the gut. 90 to 95% of serotonin, which is the feel-good hormone, is made in the gut. So poor gut health can be related to low mood, anxiety, and even depression. If your gut is compromised, for example, with leaky gut, you really can't absorb the nutrients. All right. So here we have the Purium solution. And you see here, convenience without compromise. This is the Purium Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation. It's the real food solution that is also convenient, which is one of the things that I love about it. It's even for the busiest of lifestyles, and we all have really crazy lifestyles right now. So it makes it really simple. It's a simple 90-day program that you can follow, and it includes all of these components here. It contains a component that is proven in a human study to remove glyphosate, which we were just talking about, which is very important. A delicious organic superfood shake that is nutrient dense and satisfying. That's our power shake. Our high quality protein super amino 23s, the 10 tablets of these actually equate to the protein synthesis of a 12.5-ounce steak. So, how amazing is that? A parasite cleanse that's gentle and all herbs are used. We have our natural sleep support, which is our sleep nightly to give you that deep, restful sleep. And this program, this is why people feel so good when they're on this program because their cells are actually being fed and nourished while gently detoxifying at the same time. So there's no shortage, we know, of people who need to either lose weight, gain energy, improve their digestion, sleep better, lift the brain fog. And the ultimate lifestyle, excuse me, really checks off all of these boxes. So you see here are some results that are being shown here. We have some skin before and after. We have a couple here who has lost some weight, 37 pounds, over 10 inches lost, sleeping through the night. And these are just some of the physical, right? The physical transformations that we see, but there's more to it than just the physical. And it's really transformed thousands of people's lives and lots of testimonials. Okay, at this time, I'm going to turn it over to Melinda, and she's going to go ahead and share with you as well. Take it away, Melinda. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Coach Sandra. Okay, so let's talk about who is behind this company and these high quality foods and products. So this is a mission-driven company. These co-founders are very passionate about their mission. These are the co-owners here, Amy Venner and Dave Sandoval, and they have really been behind for 30 years. Even they were the pioneers to getting the organic, certified organic USD label in the United States. So they're very driven about organic, non-GMO, whole food, superfood nutrition since 1993. And this is Amy Venner. She is the CEO of this company, co-founder, co-owner, and she's a mom of two girls. She had a personal health journey that helped her to see the importance of real nutrition. And that is not only good nutrition, but also nutrition that's convenient, accessible, and affordable, because that's really what helps people to become successful and healthy. And then we have Dave Sandoval. He is the other co-owner of this company, but he's also the formulator of all these organic superfood nutrition blends. He was mentored by the health giants, uh, Ann Wigmore, Dr. Bernard Jensen. So the amount of information that he provides is just extenuous. He also had a personal experience of losing a loved one to lifestyle disease, and that's really what inspired him to get on this mission, that the quality of food that we eat is equal to the quality of life that we live. And now we will be hearing from Madai.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Thank you, Melinda, for sharing Dave and Amy's mission. Um, So before we dive in, my name is Madai, and I'm glad to be here alongside my business partners. But more so, I'm very proud to share why I partnered with Purium and to share their philosophy with you. So we appreciate you carving out some time this evening to be with us. Um, so Dave and Amy's high integrity is infused into the mission of the company, and it's reflected in many ways. First, they're the manufacturer. Why is that important? Well, most of the products that we consume today, if you flip them over and you see they are manufactured for instead of manufactured by. And that's really important to understand. Um, After this Zoom, if you're able, flip over one of your supplement bottles and most likely you'll see that it says manufactured for. So in Purium, being the manufacturer, they have control over every aspect of what goes into making these products. So let me give you an example. When the truck brings the ingredients, the truck is inspected. If they see mold, it's rejected. If there are bugs, etc., it's rejected. If they weren't the manufacturer, they wouldn't be able to do that. So what makes Purium different? Well, it's the vigorous focus that they put on pure and organic ingredients using non-GMO whole foods, and the strict manufacturing standards that create this plant-based supplement. It's good for your body. There's never any synthetics, no binders, fillers, never anything artificial. It's convenient and affordable, and there is the in-house and third-party testing. So what makes it different? The company has taken the initiative to transition to plastic-free, biodegradable, compostable packaging, all but one product. And that's important for the environment. Purium has saved over 300,000 pounds of plastic from going into the environment. That's approximately 14 million plastic water bottles. And when you are able, you can reference this article here from February of 2025, how there is an entire spoonful of microplastics in people's brains, and 3 times as much in those with dementia. So it's testimonial time. And I would love to share with you my story. So basically, my story will walk you through my transformation and what I experienced. I was diabetic. I had fibromyalgia, which is a chronic rheumatic syndrome that is, you tend to have widespread pain as if injured. I had Hashimoto's, and all of this caused fatigue. It caused me sleep problems, headaches, emotional and mental distress, depression, and anxiety. I had low energy, the brain fog, digestion issues, inflammation. These weren't just random symptoms. They were actually signals that my body was lacking this cellular support to function properly. And so I was feeling extremely sluggish, tired, and just uncomfortable. And so here I am at a midlife crisis. I'm anxious, definitely not looking forward to my 60s and 70s. And a friend invites me to a superfood social. She said, give yourself this gift and just listen. And the rest is history after that, really. So at the end of the day, it's not about products, but about becoming someone who can consistently not just manage symptoms. And so fast forward to today, I have vitality, I have my energy back, my hormones have been balanced, I'm working out again, I'm not reactive, I have more patience because I don't have any of those symptoms anymore. I'm not on any medication. I feel amazing. So The ULT has not just been revolutionary for me in the wellness department, but also in mindset. It has afforded me to pivot in chasing dreams that I had. And so I'm starting my own business. I can look forward to my 60s and beyond now. And so I hope that this resonates with some of you. And if not, we all know someone who can benefit from hearing this experience. Thank you. And now we will have our next testimonial.
So I believe we have Vincent next. Vincent, would you mind unmuting? We'd love to hear your story.
Still mute.
How's that? Okay. Well, my story is that April 7th, which was before I got on the transformation program, I decided to really I made a decision to deal with my health because of the multiple symptoms I had. And I've come back to America, and one of the main reasons is to uh, enable to get on specifically Purium. After I did my research and tried some of the products, I knew they worked because I tried them last year. And in a month's time, this was over a year ago, I found, some initial changes. So basically, when I got on the program, I was on 9 pills a day. I think day number 3, and I'm not suggesting you do this, and my testimony is for me. Everybody's path is different, but I'm just excited to share my results because that's the thing about Purium. That the program is very results driven. I mean, the testimonies are out there, but for me, I was diagnosed with how do they put it? I always forget the term. Therapeutic and medicinally resistant depression and suicidal ideation. So within the third day, also I got off caffeine and I noticed no caffeine withdrawal. But after the third day, I didn't have any more suicidal thoughts. Since then, I've had a couple of thoughts, but it's totally different now. Once I realized and learned through Purium that depression was in the gut, it made sense to me. So it rose my belief even more, and initially I was focused on the weight loss because I'm large, but it's not a diet. It's really awesome. And those of you may hear plant-based, they have, 2 out of the 3 meals that you eat, are provided by Purium, but the third meal you can have free range eggs or chicken. So there are some options to those of you out there. And that was my mentality because I'd eaten a lot of protein. And so I didn't crave it. I don't miss any of the foods and that's another testimony. The other diet I was on, I was hangry. I had mood swings. I had, withdrawal symptoms. There's been none of that. And so my inflammation is lowering. I walk with a cane currently. And today, I mean, I've done this a couple days in the past, but today I actually, probably 6 or 7 times, didn't use my cane. I got to one point where I carried the cane. And I have a hyperextended pelvic bone, pelvis. So anyway, that's my testimony. Is I feel wonderful. I still have a lot of pain, but the fact is, I don't take pain meds anymore because I feel good enough to deal with the pain, and the pain meds weren't working anymore. So, and the side effects are drastic. So. Only pills I take now are 2 for blood pressure, and that's it. And I'll be off those soon, no doubt about it. So, anyway, I'll turn it back over. Thank you for the time.
Vinny, if I could just jump in here a minute, can you just share with the group how many pounds and how many inches are you down in, I think it's 18 or 19 days?
It's 20 days, and I'm down 15 pounds. And inches, Eric, you remember better than me. What is it?
22 over 22 inches
Yeah, over
all the way
22
around.
inches. Yeah, between the waist hips. I've lost several inches on my waist, several inches, most was in the waist area. Um, Arms lost a couple inches. So you add it all together. I mean, it's it's a mindset. You just got to be ready to change. That's all. I was desperate enough, very desperate. Um, and so I've got some symptoms remaining, but like Eric reminds me, you're only 20 days into this, and look at your results already. And my skin is getting better. My sleep's definitely getting better. I don't have to take anxiety. I was really using anxiety medication to sleep. Now I meditate and pray instead. So it's a whole, and directly, I use my chill spray, which is an addition to ULT, but you can get additional products too. And I've done that. So, yeah, so it's a great program,
So
and
amazing.
zero hype. A lot of these companies, I'm sick and tired of the Facebook ads that rope you in and talk about why they're better. Well, Purium backs it up. They give you the proof. The efficacy of these products is, bioavailability is phenomenal. So
Amazing. Amazing. We say no hype and all hope.
that's good. I
So
like I
that's
like this.
really powerful. Really powerful. Who's next? Who else is sharing their testimonial tonight? I think we have Rima,
We have
Patricia. Not sure which name you go by, but
For you, Eric, anything. What do you want?
all right. Well, you got Rima on the screen, so we'll go with that for now. But yeah, please share your testimonial with us. We'd love to hear it.
Okay, well, hi everyone. My name is Rima Lee, and it's great being here. Let's see here how it started. I got invited to your superfood event because everybody knows Rima, Patricia, last name Lee, is into health, right? Madai knows that I'm always a very health conscious person. And actually, it's another friend of ours that invited me to the event. And I didn't even know if I was going to make it. As a matter of fact, if you recall, when I got there, I was late because I was working and I'm like, oh, forget it. I probably shouldn't, go so late into the program. But I said, I'm going to go. When I went, it was right up my alley. Hearing what I was hearing, I was like, okay, good, good. And the information you were providing was very accurate because I do my research. So I was making comparison, and at the end of it all, there was a giveaway where my husband was with me. He won the protein shake and I won the aminos. So it was a perfect combination. I planned to use his shake too, but he didn't know it then. So yes, so I was using his shake and doing my aminos at the same time. And it is so crazy. My husband is a skeptic, number one.
Yeah.
And he said to me, what's in that shake? I feel better, and I'm like, you too? You know, it was so funny that he recognized the difference, and mark you, we were taking other shakes, right? That we've had in the past and so forth. But this one, for example, it felt like my cells was being fed, right?
Mm,
And that's exactly how he felt. I could feel the significant difference when I started using it when I was going to the gym. And the aminos were so amazing. I started seeing the great transformation of my body. My muscles started coming back because I'm a naturally muscular person. I used to be in sports. And I saw my muscle definition popping out. I'm like, what? I still have those, and I was like so excited. So I was running out of it. I'm like, hey, Medai, I need some aminos, you know. So she said, okay. She introduced me to the program, and that's how I said, okay. I listened. I said I would join. I eventually did. And this is what my second box, my second thing term. And that's what turned me on to this. But most importantly, we're here to talk about the results. And that's what was very impressive for me. Not only was I mentioned that the energy was just it was incomparable. You couldn't compare what I was feeling. I actually would break out and dance and start doing flip backs. And I'm like, whoa, haven't felt that way for so long. And they would be like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I feel good. So I would call Medina. I was telling her, I feel so good. And the energy is like it says, the food, the shake, the protein, everything is really, really pure. Your body literally feels it. Um, when I started taking it, and you do the detox, you have the parasite cleanse. It was so weird. I broke out in a rash in my stomach area. I felt like little things stick out. It's the weirdest thing. I should have taken a picture, but I broke it. I was like, what the heck? You know, but I knew it was detoxing because because of my experience with health, I know the body does different things. And I'm like, what was in me and what is in me that is trying to
Mm.
come out now? And that to me was like, wow. So the results obviously was there. Obviously, when you go to the bathroom, you go to the bathroom and it makes you feel good when you go to the bathroom. I'm not a person that gets constipated, but it still felt good to go really good. So I was really grateful for that. And in addition to that, my son, he's always bothering me. He's 23 and he's all muscular. Like I told you, we come from a very muscular family. So he's always using his big muscles trying to fight me and everything like that. And, wrestling with me. And and I would be out of breath. I'd be like, stop. Recently, he can't manage me. He's like, he has to be trying to keep up with me. So I'm like, and he's like looking at me like, you're strong. So I say that to say, like you said, it's not a hype. It's not a hype. I'm not here to convince anyone. This is like as the gentleman Vincent said, this is my personal experience. I have noticed my eyes being much wider. Um, I just feel overall healthier each day. I do, I'm checking differently the different feeling as I go, and I'm realizing whatever foods that I eat, cutting back with those regular foods. 'Cause I'm not into junk food or anything like that, but foods, I'm being even more conscious now with this and my body's being um fed. Not my body, I said my cells are being fed. That's the way I look at it. So I'm cutting back for the fluff, so to speak. But the overall experience has been great. I could definitely see a big transformation in my body, overall. I was looking at myself today and I have not been to the gym for about 2 months now because I've been so intense with work and no excuse, I'm not saying. But the fact is that I don't feel as if I don't go, as if, as it says, all things will break loose, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so the experience has been phenomenal. Let me see. I can see the difference in my skin. If I was taking care of my skin, I'm like, okay, I'm going almost 60, so all right, not bad. And my skin is even looking better, tighter. Yeah, it's a great product. It's a great product. If anyone is thinking of really a health transformation, I think that would be a great place to start your journey because I have already made my decision as far as continuing on the program. I just
Yeah.
have to decide if I'm going to do partnership or anything like that. But as far as
Thank
using
you.
it 100%, I love it. And I do think people need to know about it. That's
Yeah.
just my personal experience
Yeah.
I've had.
Wow. Thank you so much for sharing that. These are real people getting real results. That's what I love. And we love celebrating results that people are getting. You've heard some results that are measurable, scale victories, tape measure victories, and then you've heard all the non-scale victories, which are nothing short of amazing. So shout out to all the people who have made a conscious decision to change the trajectory of their health. That's really important. So we're going to just bring things home for you here and just briefly share a little bit about what you can expect in terms of the support with this program, because we all know you can get other products on Amazon or in Whole Foods or Sprouts. And we like to think we have the highest quality nutrition available. But let's just say you could find something similar. Here's where we're very, very, very different. You're not going to get a community on Amazon. You're not going to get a community when you buy a product in any other store. What's special about the ULT is that it comes with support. It comes with a community of people that are not just recommending something, but are using it themselves. And so we offer this support in a variety of ways. We have a couple of Facebook groups that you can join. We have education calls that are hosted once a week by our co-founder, Dave Sandoval. And so we want you to not only follow the program and stay consistent, but understand why this nutrition is delivering the results that it's delivering. So education is a really important part of the Purium system. Now, you might be wondering, how do I get started? Well, the first thing you want to do is make the decision. Make the decision. Decide to commit to, if possible, 12 weeks of enhanced nutrition, superfood nutrition. Now, we all eat food. It's one thing we all have in common. The question is, what kind of food do we eat? Is it low grade, middle grade, or very high grade? This is an opportunity to upgrade the fuel that you're putting into your body every single day. And by doing that, you're going to see dramatic shifts, as we've shared with you tonight. It's also a way to save money because most of us consume a lot of excess calories in terms of snacks and beverages. And so this allows us to deliver a very high concentration of nutrients in just a few calories. So you're going to find yourself eating less. You're going to find yourself not craving as many foods and extra beverages and snacks. You'll be able to condense that down into just a few nutrient-dense meals. And so for less than $12 per day, you can consume 2 highly nutrient-dense meals or meal replacements, plus gut support in our biomedic, a deep cellular and gut cleanse in our super cleanser, and our sleep nightly along with our alpha omega essential fatty acids. So you have everything you need to fully transform your body in just 90 days for not more than $12 to $13 per day. And I don't know about you, but I can't go to many, even fast food now is more than $12 or $13 per meal, right? Maybe the drink is $12 plus the meal. So food is very expensive these days, right? Agreed. Food is very, very expensive. And so this allows us to save money while nourishing our body. The next thing you want to do once you make the decision, once you make the commitment, is to get back with the person who invited you to this Zoom. They have a $50 to $100 gift card that you can apply towards purchase. So you definitely want to ask them about the gift card opportunity. And we can help you get started tonight. You simply go to ishoppurium.com, ishoppurium.com, and enter the gift card code that was given to you, that was shared with you by the person who invited you to this call tonight. We thank you so much for joining us. We're going to stop the recording here. We're going to stop the recording and just open it up to any questions. I think we have at least one question out there. Rima has a question for us. Rima, would you like to ask your question?
Yeah, well, actually, it's not